Fed up with the high living, just to survive. Some of y'all ain't not in the street baking. Yo, bitch, call the people who's up to help yo. Who you protect for? Look at how they did that back, yo. They lie, they not finished with the poverty reduction strategy. They lie to your division 2030. So empty. So Kale and give it, at the end of the day, all your poverty. Calamity. I wish I was a millionaire. And someone there I know and Ryan, let me make it clear. Instead of Johnny politics, I will build houses. Get loans to the poor so they can pay taxes. You can't see, yeah, more, you can't tell your fucking even walk. Tell me people hating you because you in the cap. Why you got the man in the cap? You're all in the community. What if I say it for those with disability? Then come and say they reopen the school. You now see 100 people go to school. Instead of giving job to the jobless, hope to the hopeless, home to the homeless. They manipulate the system and make it worse. Now they come and make it even about a cup of rest. One man in more than 3 positions. They sing thing they were against when they were opposition. You tell me what we lead it to. So they think they call peace and justice, nothing for the poor. To be a money, they want you sell your soul. Either you cross the road or you bend down low. But I pray that my people rise. That one day God will show they are all of them cry. Wallah, when you donation that we could lead a genu. We could lead a genu. Wallah, keep my country. We could lead a genu. You know, when I see my country blessed with all the natural resources, and yet and still I see my people living in agile poverty, then I question myself, where have we gone wrong? I just wish I had the power to share the national cake, so everybody can have a taste.
I will be joined by my own more Dennis from the Global Children Orphanage Home. Introduce herself. I'll be joined. So just joining me live to others because conversation some that home and how you manage the house. Just keep tuned and then you go to an orphanage home. But before we on our official page, we are accountable to you guys, the general can able to reach out most because social welfare report home and out of the 70 orphanage 2,000 in this orphanage home. The records are there. You can follow it on the talking about. Decided to see how week way, but we are in a sense be able to generate from the public, and then we'll be able to see how best out to this with Mancula. Then it, like we said, I did a podcast here where we you guys hear your found out would be children in Grand Cape County. This head into able to get the necessary smile that they deserve. Like I said, inside the place and want to put smile on these children of Grand Cape County. Often, what are challenges that we going on Daniel on the screen on Thursday? We'll be bringing little Daniel to. He will be do some diagnosis on him, the way forward on his condition. From there, we can pick it up. Gentlemen, yes, my name is Morris. Uh, Makulamo. So, Makulamo, welcome to the podcast. What's your name? For the public? What's your name?
Thank you. My name is Bo Dennis.
Yeah. So we are about to dive into the conversation. The people want to know, right? What actually to the weather and how people find things difficult to get things going, and then you have to embark on. I want to know what really prompted you to start this orphanage when this orphanage home was established.
It was established 1997.
Mhm.
And I saw children and relatives children when they begin. I catering to children because I see my condition, seeing people hungry, see people just on the street, and just because of that, I decided to establish the orphanage to take care of more affected children of
Okay.
children under the circumstances.
Since you started from the 90s, since you started, according to you, since you started from the 90s, what have been challenges that you've been going through from the 90s up to present? What are some of the challenges that you already encounter on that way?
Okay. We started buying our own food and at the time war have not ended because we had to war there before World War I came and three came. We started looking for food for children to eat, looking for broccoli, we buy broccoli. Sometimes we plant cassava, buy rice on our own. And right after the war, things were hard, no job, nothing to do. So we were not taking a salary. When Friday morning or the morning, we take it for our food with everything. So I was starting meeting. They told Christian A. King. Christian A was sponsored the orphanage for 20 plus years. Now, though Christian A said the past government told them to do and do another program. So they decided to start something with sponsoring orphanages in Liberia. So since then, we are just trying. We all subsidy from the government. We all feeding from the government. We all anything from the government.
Okay.
Including all orphanages in Liberia. Not only from there's no subsidy, no feeding, nothing. So we are just traveling our own.
So,
Because
so from the establishment of this the orphanage home up to present, you've been doing things on your own. You've been fighting hard best to meet the necessary means for this case to get food on the table to eat and other necessitated needs for them. You've been trying on your own without the government intervention, right? Okay, so I want to. Okay, Chris. Mhm. Okay, thank you. If you are to give a figure, how many people have gone through the rank of the orphanage home? What have been challenges that you've been going through from the 90s up to present? What are some of the challenges that you already encounter on that way? Impressive, thank you. Yeah, you did. Okay, thank you. Made, right? To made you doing it well because the challenges that people, young people, and there are other older folks that are going through a lot of stuff back home. And then, how to beat my imagination? These people that are out there who are opportune to go out to look things for them, they are finding it difficult. Why these children got these places that don't have, they only depend on God and the people that are taking care of them. So these are things that really been beating my imagination and to see how best we can really push this identical agenda so that these kids can get the necessary support that they deserve. Because to be honest with you, no child deserves to suffer. Seriously, no child deserves to see you again. Maintaining an orphanage require money. Where from? Okay. Okay. Another question is this: have you been able to speak with some of the children that live with you? Have you able to speak with? So because of that, they don't identify with these children, or they don't even call these children that stay with you. Okay. All right. So there is another question for you. What are some of the challenges facing you as a head of that identical institution like orphanage? What are the challenges that you are facing? Being an head of founder for the Global Children Orphanage, what are challenges that you are going through?
Feeding, children need feeding, they need medication, they need clothing, anything that people in your decent home deserve, our children also deserve.
Okay.
Footwear, all of things.
All right.
We get it rice. But you have to also you need to count. You have to fish every day. Food. But now we are eating fish, we have to buy fish every day on the market.
So how many times per day the children eat? How many times per day?
3 times a day, every day, 3 times a day.
Wow, three times per day.
With 1 time, 3 times every day.
With all this kind of a hardship back home, you still manage to feed these children 3 times a day.
Yes.
That's crazy. Okay.
You're thinking that so our children don't have, they are not malnourished, they don't have skin matches, they are taking good care of.
I saw the video and I commended you for that. You're doing extremely well, to be honest, right? Like I will keep saying this to you every time we talk. You get better wisdom. Every time we talk, I will keep applauding you for the level of work you have done and taking care of these children where you are not related to only because of the kind of a heart you get. To be honest with you, I'm super proud of you, and what I can say to you, you get the heart of God. Continue to do what you're able to do, and I believe on what we have started. People have to pay attention to these children, not only your orphanage home, but people will start to pay attention to other orphanage home in Liberia, so that these children can get it the necessary care that they deserve. Like I always say, yeah, like I always saying to people, no one deserves to suffer, regardless of children, regardless of orphan. No one deserves to suffer. So what becomes of this kid? So you do it extremely well. Thank you so much. That only God will pay you. Like I always say to you, God will continue to bless you. God will continue to open doors for you and your children. Because taking this step since the 90s up to present, you're still going through this. Thank you so much, Mama. So I want to move to the next question. Hmm? So, in the next 5 years to come, hmm, how do you see your orphanage home to be in the next 5 years to come?
Pray for the orphanage to grow in the next 5 years so that our children can get better education and a wonderful stay and have a safe environment, living a safe environment. Like the next 5 years, our children, if they get at least how they call it here, a bit of next 5 years. Playground, these are things that the subsidy will help us with. At least the other children have playground, you don't need a big yard that we don't have playground. Our children lacking playground.
Okay, you talking about playground, right? You talking about playground.
Yeah, no laundry room. You wash clothes rainy season when we wash your clothes, we hang it, why don't be dry, or we don't have anything of such. And these are things that will be in place for homes, for children to live, better home for children to live. You see? Then you come to the children after high school, some children can be 16, 17, they are all high school. After high school, how do you manage? I want to send them to the first aid training. I said to the teacher training because some of them here, they go, I have nowhere to go and they stay here with us. They are the no point. We are calling teachers here, we are calling nurses here, at the home, giving back, what we did for them. They are staying here live and constellation.
All right, you just mentioned about playground, other stuff that the children need, other stuff that the children need to make themselves happy. So, how you manage during a holiday season like Christmas, New Year? How you manage with these kids? How you really manage with them in terms of making them happy to take them out, get them close? How you really manage? And whereas places that you take them doing holiday or doing occasion, what are places that you rather take them?
Few places we can go down to Bowater. We take 4 5 taxes. We want to have a sitting on one that don't like when they caregiver. We go out Bowater at the beach between like dressers. We stand there, we take pictures. We have our Christmas party every year. We have Christmas party for the community, including our children. We come, we eat, we play music and dance, and then we put video on internet. That's all. Sometimes we have start, we stay there, drink alcohol to play and
Okay.
everybody.
Uh, okay. All right. So another go to school. They go outside of the orphanage home to school, or there's a school in the orphanage home that these children attend. How these children go to school?
We have school here from ABC to 6th grade. After 6th grade, then they can go to the government school where we pay the school fees for them to go to school because the school is here and we have this year to get teachers, to get the benches, to extend the school is difficult. So while we think about feeding, we can be thinking about extending school and other things. And to pay teacher every month so we can send it to the government after 6th grade. But we hope this for our school to be attended. But we have many children here who are also here attending school free. Free children are ready in desperately. They are here free. They won't send to us. They come to the school and they can be going in. It's the art can go for like children. The physical and push.
So, okay, how many children since the establishment of this orphanage home? How many children have graduated from high school or other community college and stuff? How many children you get have graduated from high school?
From high school, I said 170 children graduated from high school successfully with YA certificate, went to college, everything.
One
And they are working with 17 children.
117 children.
I have their Facebook page, everything. You see my children, but I believe I brought them up.
So there's 117 children. Are they still coming back to the orphanage home to give back on based on what you did for them, or some of them since they left the orphanage home, they have gone out and established themselves?
Every year they come here for they come here for the homecoming, they call it home. They play with their sisters and brothers here. They are here 2 3 days, they can be on church for day when they come back home. Those who like the position they can come. They have their email, they have their own Facebook page.
Oh,
Social
to one of them some of these days. It'll be my pleasure talking to them on our platform. We're supposed to start officially our platform, the humanity conversation, the 28th of this month. So once we start, we like to have some of them on our platform explain themselves, what are things that they went through and how they feel within themselves being out of the orphanage. They are able to go back to identify all these kids that are there. So I would really appreciate if I get in touch with some of them to have them on our platform. Okay, so let's just
this meeting I can give, I can after this, I can get 4 or 5 on them Facebook page that I can send to you. You can get in touch with one
yeah.
include the program.
Yeah, I will appreciate that. I will appreciate that. 100% I will appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Okay, so the next thing is what has been the role of the government of Liberia? The role of the government of Liberia, not only your orphanage home, but all of orphanage home in Liberia. What have been the role of the Liberian government?
Money years back, small money for our subsidies to help the children for the whole year. One time we saw receiving years back. Years back. We don't even know about subsidy.
You said years back. How much you used to receive years back?
Maybe yes, in Liberty.
200, 200 US. You can actually
Before 5, 6 years, yes. No mattresses, nothing.
you can actually
Mattresses.
you can actually you can actually recall some of these years. You can actually recall some of the probably maybe it could be 2015. You can recall some of these years that the government.
2014, 2015, I way back talking about say 2014, 2015.
You talking about the 90s?
No, 2020, maybe 20, yeah, 2019, 2020, maybe that 2022, maybe.
So
Way back.
way back.
Now, I say 7 years ago, way back I'm talking about.
So way back. So meaning let's just take a decade ago now. The government haven't done anything for any orphanage home.
Nothing. Even in the past few months ago, maybe 6, 7 months, because they were giving mosquito nest in the community, and they go to us. We are institution. We are not community members, so they were not part of it. We did not receive even mosquito net. They said the government will give us mosquito. So they offered it
Okay. That's
mosquito net.
There's this point I really want to capture from you. You said way back, meaning probably they were in the edit in 2000, like that, 2001, 2002. You used to receive 200 liberty if you convert it to liberty.
Okay, when you check it, they say US or you find and say that what they give you. So you see 300 US or give me like when
So,
we send it.
so how so I want to ask how it really used to be like when you received that money, knowing that money can do anything for these children, the number of children that you guys having in this orphanage home.
We enough for school fee, let me tell you, even for food, enough for school fee, enough for medication.
Oh, damn, sorry. Damn, we lost Mancula. I hope she joins us back. We lost Mancula. We lost Mancula because of network. I hope she joins us back. I hope and pray she joins us back. We just lost Mancula. Okay. So while we are Mancula, I just want to be. Hello? I think I need to get back.
Even the minister will tell you, one last against subsidy, the orphanages in the I can tell you that.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Or if the general minister will go to every like venture rule because they are not giving subsidy, they are not giving us anything, but the only come is looking to investment to see the children and don't because they are children. Besides that, they can tell anything about subsidy. And also, the present government, the minister, it was something that we couldn't get. We did not get anything up to present.
So the present government, according to you, the minister call you guys,
Yeah, when they
and what the outcome of the meeting?
some money there, and yes, some money there. Many people donated food, and yeah, okay, get it.
Okay.
It's not like you think, are they telling you?
Ah, somehow heartbreaking. Seriously.
Like, these children are getting ready allowed to go out to peace. Yeah, allowed that.
Yeah. To be honest, I appreciate everything you're doing. So, but for me to people country in that direction are on these children faces, and they know within themselves that they having their own children, and their children living good life, their children going to good school, and all of these things. So sometimes it really really get to me to see somebody that you position and then you can't give back. Just typical example of your orphanage home, the only orphanage home in Grand. I think you guys shouldn't have been lacking anything. Yeah, you guys shouldn't have lacked anything. The only orphanage home in Grand Cape Martin.
Many people who send it as a song for me, we, and before for the day at the only
So, no, you are your orphanage home in Grand Cape Martin presently. What are things that you have received from prominent stakeholders in that country, like this representative, the senator, the superintendent? What are things from
nothing, nothing at all. Not a representative, not a senator, not a superintendent, nothing at all. Only one some people, friends that we know, or one or two children, we have some of our friends say, oh, we have an orphanage there. I didn't know before, but they gave me one else. But they want to
send communication is top government official or prominent in that country? Have you taken upon your time to send community? We notice sometimes you don't go knocking at their door. They don't even know that you exist. So that's the point I'm just trying to push. Have you ever tried your best to send communication to these people, and then the communication reached them, and all of a sudden they didn't grant your letter or meet up with things that you requested for?
for some of us who you get the money and you see the children sing that for ABC.
No. Lost Pula again. Conversation. Only this conversation is back to but I an orphanage home on Saturday to give a little one that stay to this children to put. We are calling on every Liberian. Please try to put your attention to this orphanage home. Pay your attention to some of these children. Sometimes it is not forced for these children to be in orphanage home, but check in your community, your surrounding, to know the living condition of other people so that you can be able to stretch your hand to them. The little that you will give to them, it may millions of people will say, oh yes, I don't want to give small. It doesn't make sense. $100, they bless your know that the person going through something and the campaign is on. Hence, Liberia Help and Orphan campaign is on. Orphans are per charity that we be the one to give them the hope they deserve. And we are the only hope. If we don't, if we don't go towards one of the people are going through a lot of stuff. To be honest, we as a Liberian, both in and out, on the ground to see how best we can put our country first to make these children go through the necessary care that they deserve. Everything can be. We know that there are some responsibility that the government is supposed to show to try our best to see how best we can do things for our country. I believe that if every one of us taking this step, our country look up to. Or any to make this identical campaign to be successful. The orphanage home, and then you having 2,003 orphans. I'm seeing. No, but like sabe. Okay. I know. I know. Seriously. So I don't know if you can. I send the link again. Probably because of the net where you drive from the car. So I think you can click on the conversation. It's so it's so much interesting to hear. To be honest, these children don't deserve to go through what. See if you can go on the conference. Well, the family, sorry for what going on because where Makuna residing in Liberia, there is a network problem to be honest. In TNA, Grand Cape Man, there's a network problem on that side. So we really want to have her on this conversation to okay, I think she joining us now. I think she joining us now. Yeah, oh, I know.